Hello students, this is your computer class. Today we will continue with control structure. Today's content is iterative or looping, while loop and for loop, gem statements. Let us see one by one. First one we have is iteration or looping. It is used in situation when the user need to execute a block of code several times till the condition is satisfied. Types of loop are while loop and for loop. Now we will see what is a range. In Python, for loop uses the range function. The syntax is range, start, stop and step. Here, start is the initial value, stop is the final value, and step is the increment value. Next one we have is jump statements. The jump statement in Python is used to unconditionally transfer the control from one part of the program to another. Break, continue and pass are jump statements. First one we have is break statement. The break statement terminate the loop containing it. Control of the program flow to the statement immediately after the body of the loop. While or for loop will terminate till the condition is tested false, but one can even transfer the control of the loop with the help of break statement. Syntax is break. Next is the continue statement. Continue statement, unlike the break statement, is used to skip the remaining part of a loop and start with next iteration. The syntax is continue. Continue statement can be used with for loop and while loop. Next is the pass statement. Pass statement in Python is a null statement. Nothing happens when pass is executed. Pass statement is used in if clause as well as in loop. The syntax is pass. First one, we will see the syntax and example for while loop. The syntax for while loop is while condition. If this condition is true, statement block 1 will be displayed. Else, statement block 2 will be displayed. Now, example for while loop to print all numbers from 10 to 20. When we are going to follow any loop, we need to have a control variable. For that variable, starting value, end value and increment has to be given. See this example. They gave the start value as 10. That is I is equal to 10. While the condition is given as I is less than or equal to 15. They are asking to print I end /t. /t is the escape sequence. T stands for tab. A tab space will be given. Then the value has to be incremented. So I is equal to I plus 1. So now see how this will be executed. First value is 10. The condition becomes 2. 10 will be printed. Then there will be a tab space. 10 plus 1. I becomes 11 now. So here it is 11. Second value 11 will be checked. This is true. Then 11 will be printed. In the same manner it will go till 15. Here it is given as less than or equal to. So 15 will be also printed. When the number come to 16, the condition becomes false. This will be this will not execute. It will come out of the loop. This is the example for while loop. Second one you have is the for loop. Syntax for loop is the counter variable in sequence. If this statement becomes true, block 1 will be printed, else it will go to block 2. This counter variable is, for this purpose only we are using range function. I already told you, when you are going to use range, the start value, end value and the increment value has to be given in a same line. That is called as your for counting variable. If that statement becomes true as per the condition, the block 1 and block 2 will be displayed. Next one we have is the example for loop. See this example, for I in range 2, 10, 2. I already told about range function. For I is the counter variable. Inside the range you have to give the starting value 2, end value 10 and this has to be increased by 2. This is the first statement. If this condition becomes true, the print I statement has to be executed, then one space has to be given. If this becomes false, the statement next to else, end of the loop, will be printed. Now first value is 2, 2 is less than 10, so 2 will be printed and again 2 will be has to increase by 2, so 2 plus 2 becomes 4, 4 will be printed, then 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 will be printed, 6 plus 2 8, 8 will be printed. When it comes to 10, the condition will not satisfy, so it will not be printed. So this statement will not execute. This statement, end of the loop, will be printed. The meaning for this is the I value should be less than 10. Those numbers will be printed. If it is 10 or more than 10, the number will not be printed. This is the example for loop. Now we will see an example for nested loop. See this. This is the pattern we are going to print. Here, when you want to do this one, we have to use two loop statement. See, the number has to be printed 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. For counting the numbers, how many times it has to be printed, for counting, one loop statement has to be used, and to display the actual value, one inner loop has to be used. Now we'll see the example. See, starting value is given as I equal to 1. The condition is given as less than or equal to 6. We are going to print till 5. So only it is given as less than or equal to 6. This is while statement. Outermost loop. Inside this while statement, for loop has to be used. J in range, starting value 1, I. The same condition will be taken. If the condition satisfied, J value has to be printed one time. Again there will be increment, both the values will be increased. I will become 2, J will also become 2. Again, if the condition satisfied, 1, 2 has to be printed, that is 2 value has to be printed. Then if it becomes 3, 3 values has to be printed. In this way only we have to do this program. /n is used to print the value next in the second line. /t is used to give the space between the values. This is the example for nested loop. More than one loop we have in a same program. Now example for break statement. See, the word is given as jump statement. If word equal to E, break. So it will check each and every alphabet. If the alphabet is E, it will break the statement and it will come out of the loop. So what will be printed? Jump, STAT will be printed. When it comes to E, this will break the statement. Next one is same example using continue statement. Jump statement, if word equal to E, the value has to continue. So it will check each and every word. Here it is E. E equal to U, E. Again it has to continue. So the full word jump statement will be printed. Then end of the program will be printed. Next one we have is the pass statement. Pass is null value. Nothing will be printed. So see, it is used along with the if statement. They are asking you to enter a value. If the value is equal to 0, it will pass, which means nothing will be printed. If the value is not equal to 0, non-zero value is accepted. Statement will be printed. So these are the example for control statements. This is for today's class. Remaining we'll see in the next class. Thank you.